Thank you. Scott Bennett, Grand Blanc Township Supervisor. Thank you to everyone in our community that's come together in this time of our tragedy. As I've said over and over, that we're not going to allow this incident to define our community, but our response to it is what we're going to be defined by. I want to speak with you about two important events, or two important opportunities to support our community. First, we have so many people that have been affected by this tragedy. The families that were attending church services, our first responders, and others in our community. If you can financially help support the victims of this shooting that occurred on September 28th, the Victim Compassion Fund is something that guarantees that 100% of the donated funds are going to go to the victims of the tragedy. If you want more information, you can go to Elga Credit Union's website at elgacu.com or go to Grand Blanc Township's official website or social media pages. There are no fees paid to any organization involved with this fund, which includes representatives of Grand Blanc Township, our police department, and the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints in Grand Blanc that will be distributing those funds. Unfortunately, we have become aware of fraudulent activity or scams that are working, and we're working to stop them. But rest assured, our Victims Compensation Fund is a secure method for people to give. In addition to the Victim Compensation Fund, several foundations, including the C.S. Mott Foundation, Community Foundation of Greater Flint, and the Elga Foundation are working together to make sure that every victim of this tragedy, including our first responders, get the help they need. If you know someone that needs help, please contact my office at 810-424-2692 or a member of church leadership. If you know someone who needs help, please send them our way. Thank you for making sure that we focus on helping the actual victims of the situation. Second, we want to invite everyone to an important community gathering next Tuesday evening, October 7th at 7 p.m. The Grand Blanc Better Together Community Reflection event will provide an opportunity to respectfully gather in support of all people affected by this tragedy. This non-denominational, non-political gathering will allow us to support the victims and their families and friends, first responders, medical personnel, and our entire community. It'll be an evening of healing, remembrance, and support. The event is being organized by our township, the City of Grand Blanc, the Grand Blanc Community Schools, and the Grand Blanc Chamber of Commerce. It'll feature a number of speakers, so please make plans to join us on Tuesday at 7 p.m. Grand Blanc High School Don Batchelor Field. The gates are being opened at 6 p.m. with our program underway at 7. We have shuttles for transportation. Please check out our website for further information. Thanks again for everything that our community has done to support us, and we're coming together and proving in the process that indeed we are Grand Blanc strong. Thank you, and now I'd like to have Chief Rennie join us here.
We will never forget this incident, but I promise that we will not let this define Grand Blanc. We will strive and we will be better together. I'd like to thank the media that's present today. You've gave us space, you've allowed us to grieve, and I appreciate that. Our condolences go out to everyone in this nation who has been affected by this particular incident. And we appreciate the outpouring support and the compassion that we have seen our community come here together. It's important to me to continue to have the trust within this community, and I believe in being very transparent as well. So I have some new information that I want to provide you today. That's part of the purpose of this press conference today. So originally I gave you some times. I gave you that we had responded within 30 seconds and that assailant was found deceased by our officers within 8 minutes. After time, I've had some chance to review the body camera footage. I've also had to review the call logs. And what we found is from the time that the call for service went out to our officers, this incident ended much shorter than 8 minutes, 3 minutes and 43 seconds. I'm going to give you a new timeline now. 10:25 and 32 seconds, Genesee County 911 receives their first 911 call stating that the caller had been shot in the stomach. 10:25:48, so that's within 16 seconds. Dispatch puts out to our officers and they begin their response. 10:27 and 46 seconds, Michigan Conservation Officer arrives on scene. That's a 1 minute and 58 second response time. 10:28 and 54 seconds, our Grand Blanc Township Officer arrives on scene and exits the vehicle. That's a 3 minute, 6 second response time. Now, I'm about to get to the video. I will not release the officers' names at this time, as the current investigation is being conducted by the Michigan State Police. That's standard protocol within the state of Michigan, that all officer involved shooting goes to the state police. What they do, they review the reports, they review witness statements, they get all the digital evidence, they compile that, and then they submit that to the prosecutor's office. We are not responsible for charging officers. That is completely up to the prosecutor's office. As the officers stand right now, both of them are on paid administrative leave, meaning that they are not actively going out and responding to calls for service. Now, what you're about to see is an unedited version of the events that took place that day. It's a brief 47-second video. It has been shortened down. The reason why it's been shortened down is for the sake of this press conference. What you would see prior to the officer's response is him just responding inside his vehicle. Afterwards, for this video ending, he gets up and close and personal with the deceased, and this is not the time nor the place to review that video at that point. We have to remember people are first, and the assailant also has families that are suffering and victims as well. So what you're about to see here is two officers running to the sounds of gunfire to save lives. Very courageous actions. This is what law enforcement is trained to do, and this is how law enforcement should respond to these incidents. That's what we swear an oath to protect and serve. You're going to hear a barrage of shots being fired, several of them, in the northwest part of the parking lot of the church. Our officers then immediately start running towards that. You'll hear two additional shots, which we believe at this time are from the conservation officer. You'll also see to the left of the body camera that there's a member from the congregation that's also running that way with a handgun. He does not fire his weapon. You'll hear several loud verbal commands. Drop the gun, drop the gun, drop it now. The subject refuses to do that, and then at that time our officer fires at least 8 shots. IT, if you could turn down the lights and play the video, please.
South end of the building, south end of the building.
Exit shot south end of the building.
I got your back here, man. Yeah, stay there. Shoot him. Get back, get back. Drop the gun now. Drop it. You good? CO, you good?
Re- Replay it one more time, IT, please.
Sorry, you're gonna have to bear with me next time. I just closed it. Hold on.
IT, they're gonna receive a copy of this afterwards, okay?
Okay, I can play it right now. I have
No, forget it. This is the response that law enforcement needs to do. So we quickly responded. It's a hard video to watch, I know that. However, I want to touch base on our officers. The reason why we put this out is so we could all begin to heal. I know that we've received a lot of video requests through the media to get this video out. We saw no need about 3-4 weeks or whenever this officer is cleared to reopen the wounds. So we wanted to be transparent, get this out, so now we could all begin to heal. What we've done for our officers, we brought in Oakland County's peer support team. We've also brought in counselors. Again, I want to remind the public that the care center is open for you until 8 p.m. tonight over at the Genesis Conference Center. Thank you.